We are back with Gera Cup 124 as we have the grand final here to our hands. Best of 5 between Happy and Foggy. And that was their way through the bracket. Happy with 2 undead mirrors against Sheik and Lucifer, then beating Cash 2-0. So the only player so far who got a map from him was Lucifer, actually. And on the other side, Foggy, he beat Ido, an undead player. Then 2 Night of Mirrors against Sonic and Check. He lost 1 map as well. So that's our final now.
All right. And I hope Foggy has worked on his matchup here a little. Otherwise, this might be a fairly one-sided affair. Happy, looking damn convincing in the semifinals. To be honest, he wasn't sweating there at all. In the quarters, though, man, did Lucifer make him sweat. That was a pretty damn cool series that we had between those two. Happy, is he going to be putting one more Gera Cup trophy into his arsenal? He has so many by now. And
do you know how many?
That's 18 or something?
26.
26. Holy shit, man.
The second best player is Focus with 19. Foggy still tied with Watchy Rich with 15 wins. So he could surpass Watchy Rich finally if he wins today, but that is one hard work that he has to do.
One hell of a job, man.
Seriously.
Have you seen the videos, by the way?
Yes, it was Terra Stand for Happy and Rock for Foggy. Very obvious.
Super predictable, yes. Now, Foggy, has he adopted the more aggressive playstyle finally? The last few times we've seen him play, mostly he was still going for a panda, which I'm not sure is the best idea anymore. LR, pretty easy map to expand on, pretty easy map to utilize a lot of Ancient of War on, so maybe a decent panda choice. But the big upside for Naga here is that you can grab both the ogres without much contention in the middle and get 2 big consumables from them. First item here for him is the Ring of Protection, which is not really what he wanted.
Didn't you say that the luck is over for Happy and he only finds rings?
It might be. It might be. But it might not be.
Dude,
attack. It's 5 out of 5 claws. Are you serious? In the last 3 maps. It's 5 out of 5 claws.
It's ridiculous, man. We see the first Foggy take my energy posts here, and I think he really needs them against this Juggernaut that is Happy. According to our ELO ranking, the best player in the world, but of course that's a little flawed as he doesn't participate in Asian competition. Foggy did! He went to GCS to Shanghai and he ended up with a bronze medal defeating TH. And again, going for the Murlocs. Is it just a little safer?
It's mental plus claws again. This is just the best drops for him. Holy moly. Yeah, I think he always does this. Like, at least go to level 2 before aggression. Creep routes might vary. But this time he's playing the very predictable creep routes again. I was almost in disbelief when I saw him switching it up against Cash on TR. But now he's playing this, yeah, very simple once again. Sentry wards, amazing item.
That's true for Foggy this time. So he has.
Do you want to disagree? Do you think sentry wards are pretty bad?
No. Sentry wards are awesome. I can't disagree with that. I would love to, because I don't want you to be right all the time, but today, unfortunately, it happens. Mana burn on the DK, not waiting for the Ogre Magi.
Another claw, 6 out of 6. Right.
What are the odds? Is the math genius amongst us who can give us the odds?
It's very low.
that is
6
that
out
is
of
true.
6 claws. You gotta be kidding me.
It's fantastic. Yeah, but what I wanted to say is that Foggy, of course, at GCS he could prepare for his opponent the entire time. This time, well, it's the Gera Cup final, so you can expect to face Happy, and it really comes down to how well did he improve compared to last week, the week prior, in his Night of versus Undead matchup.
Alright, he's going for Hunter's Hall, so no silly what are they called? Talents or anything like that. Losing the first archer here for free, pretty much. No boots of speed purchase on him, so that already makes the Naga somewhat unlikely, I would say. But let's see. What's the second hero choice? Tier 2 finishes.
Panda.
It's the panda again.
Okay. So the next question is, will he roam around with the Demon Hunter? Will he try to harass him? Or does he go for level 3 Demon Hunter? Because that is what Moon does, prioritizing the second hero over the first hero, which I do not agree with as well. But this seems to be Foggy's style, at least to a degree. And this is what we see here now, with the panda clicking the shop.
A player's forces are under attack.
The Ghoul Gang is moving in though, staying out of range of the ensnares, trying to delay the Night Elf here as best he can.
The percentage on 6 claws, by the way, is 0.024%.
That's pretty lucky.
Sick.
So far, no ghouls have died here, of course, with the demon having no boots of speed. I'm so an enemy of how Foggy is playing this. No Naga and no boots of speed. You know what? You can just cast this by yourself. I'm out.
Ooh, Remo is it's a front towards Remo, this playstyle, but yeah, maybe he wants the big fights. He's going tier 3 with Dryads for a little more map control, but Happy keeps him so busy the entire time trying to go for a surround. This time it doesn't work. Can he get a coil? Of course he can. So this ghoul is safe for now. Level 2.6-ish. Yeah, 6 on the DK with good damage, as you all know. Panda has 12 XP. He killed a skeleton. That is it. And now the Lich is there. Now it's some.
Maybe he killed 2 and split the experience. Alright, this could be finally a good opening for Foggy. Is he gonna get the mana burn last hit? He does not. But 1 ghoul is dead, 2 ghouls are dead, and 3 ghouls are dead. That's pretty nice. That's more than nice. That's honestly good. So good find here for Foggy. And Sentry Wards, ladies and gentlemen, coming in big.
Exactly, he saw that and gets another one here. The Panda still only 56 experience. That is not too much for what he killed there.
I think one of them was the Knight to the Creeps or something. And expansion coming up for the Night Elf in the south side of the map. Pretty usual here. Like towards the way to tier 3 or on tier 3.
But a very different positioning, right? That place?
It's pretty unusual, that's right. And the Ancient of War just died to creeps. I don't know if it was woken up by like the skeleton or if it was the archer, but he lost the Ancient of War and the archer to creeps. Fortunately, with bears around the corner, he's not going to need Ancients of War for creeping anymore in a bit. And yeah, he's going to have pretty fast Master Bears. That was the upside of him getting no boots. He went double lore plus second hero plus tech very fast. And with that was only very slightly behind the undead. So far no Boneyard transition, as I say that. Boneyard is coming up in the back. But it's gonna have quite a while here before the first frost runs out.
Lionheart of Stormwind for Happy. Big mana potion for Foggy. That's a lot of Breath of Fire. But yeah, Destroyers, as you said, started. Frostworm. It's gonna take a while. And Expo is almost finished. And with the 3 ghouls that he lost, it's quite a bit of meat shield that's missing in the army now. It's double Fiend, double Statue, so it's alright. Level 3 on the DK is of course what you want. Level 2 on the Lich as well. But Foggy gets quite a bit of experience here. Level 2.6 on the Panda. Rings again, so he's plus 4 on armor. 10 armor already. That is 37% damage reduction. And 24% effective HP boost. Which is decent.
Right, he's gonna look to start burning now. Oh, but he doesn't have a staff or invul or TP. Foggy, we've seen him run into surrounds before. Just gonna use the illusion here to bait some Coronova action. And
intelligence for the Panda at level 3. Here comes Coronova. He is slowed. Is it enough ghouls? They have Frenzy, but the Demon Hunter gets away. Oh, another coil. Ring of Protection to save this ass.
Is the Ring of Protection the new Ring of Regen?
Not really. It is not great. But oh! He found a ring! Happy! The streak is over!
What? How is that possible? Sells it right away along with the TP. Interesting.
It's a lot of gold for him now.
Yeah.
And the worm is coming. Lich is not level 3. Expo is coming. Shade sees this. Was trying to block but doesn't work. So the timer's unhappy now.
But with the worm coming out soon, he's gonna have quite the decent timing. 4 ghouls in this army. Of course, he can call more a little later. From the lumber harvesting. Ogre Magi might be a big kill, especially Hellstone is what the Knight of wants. Healing Wards, not so much. The Demon Hunter in trouble. Coil Nova. Is he gonna get him away to safety? Seems like it, but he can't re-engage. Otherwise, he's gonna die to the next Nova. In the next few ghouls. Triple kill! That was nice for Foggy. Didn't lose anything aside from the one archer. Alright, we're starting to talk now.
Okay, the Panda seems to be a good choice here on LR this time. Second archer dead, but mana invested. And the trade's of course great. You want to get rid of those ghouls before the big fight starts, otherwise the bears and Drides are way too busy with them. And the expansion is running soon. This means he can afford triple building production, as he got the first hippo already. It's hard. Oh, second hippo already, so this is the third one in production, and this means more hippos than fiends already.
The wisps, they're just standing there, man. They're just standing on the lumber. Finally they go in. How long has this been the case?
Not much.
Okay.
Like 10 seconds, maybe 15.
But yeah, this was a pretty good game all considered for Foggy. He's got his expo running now, time's in his favor, and he got 6 ghouls for almost free, only having to trade some archers for it, which they don't matter too much anymore. He has the hippos, he has the Drides, and some bears. Oh, perfect Dusk's timing as well to see that shade.
The Shade saw him use the illusion, right?
Yeah, he did.
So 4 hippos, 3 fiends. I don't know if that's working out. Tinker for happy as well. The position is not that great. The bear is stuck there. He needs to get the bears up front. Then it's quite good, but they're both stuck.
And here come the first few webs, but one makes it through, but one doesn't win the fight against the worms, of which we have 2 now. DK's out of mana, has 1 mana potion, however, focusing on the hippos first, more and more hippos coming from the main. The Tinker already in a lot of trouble, but he survives with a heal scroll, but now actually he will be falling. Level 1 hero down, and the Drides especially are standing strong, and the Lich is in trouble, gets healed up with the coil, but it's looking good for Foggy, with the Dryads still pretty much untouched. The heroes for him also looking dandy. And this Panda has so much mana to use with that greater mana potion from earlier. The bears even get saved towards the bottom right. This is looking like a good fight for Foggy.
He's picking up a few Dryads now, though. Lich, of course, pretty strong, but he gets the Fiend in return, and that trade you do all the time. Equal supply. Dryads coming in. There is no coil anymore. So this Fiend... Ah, it's been denied by the Lich. Well done. But the Lich is in trouble himself. Can't re-engage into this. And here comes another bear to use Reju on the other ones. And his expansion still standing strong, still mining, still giving him the edge over his opponent. So Foggy can easily afford to break upkeep again.
Yeah, damn Foggy, man. Playing a strong game here. A lot of things working out in his favor. That sentry ward early to kill 3 ghouls, then going for the aggression, kill 3 more ghouls, and also just from like a strategy standpoint, he knows that Happy likes to play this late, go for a lot of creeping, go for the frostworms, and he went for the somewhat early expansion that was going to be ready before frostworms were, for the most part anyways. And now he gets to creep on up. Some more, and Happy trailing in supply, and it's only gonna get worse.
That's right. Foggy using a lot of his resources, not banking at all. Level 4 on the Demon Hunter, level 4 on the Panda. This means Drunken Brawler and Evasion level 2, so double evasion chance on your heroes, which is always nice against Undead. But Happy creeping this side of the map as well. And Warsong Battle Drums on those worms. It's plus 10 damage per shot.
And now we also have quite a big number of bears. And more and more hippos coming in. And in the beginning you have to rely on the Dryads, but once you get to that big economy with a lot of production, mass bears, mass hippos, and a couple of Dryads is the best mix, I think. Perhaps even Chims, but that is reserved for games that are already won. And this game is not yet won.
No. Hired Remind, who did it, and it was fairly great. Foggy creeping this, and Vamp Aura would be nice, I guess. Let's see. Belt of Giant Strength, more HP, so Panda pretty unnukable now with 1k HP.
Yeah, I would really like for him to please get invols, because the one way he loses this, most likely, is by losing the heroes.
Happy's inventory. Pendant of Energy as well. No heal scrolls. But also on his side, no invol. That's definitely a weakness. He doesn't have a TP either. He's getting it now. He doesn't have the resources for it, just for an invol. There we go. Oh, he's waiting for the attack.
Oh, this camp is still standing. That comes to as a bit of a surprise. Alright, Foggy gonna look to punish this creeping. If he doesn't micro it right though, his bears might be stuck fighting the creeps. That's not what he wants. So maybe he's gonna wait for the creeps to die first.
Is Happy getting an upgrade from this? Not really.
Delstone for the Tinker is nice though. Of course he can't get coiled. And here we go again. Hippos reaching around, coming from the left. Webs will be coming in though, on to 4 of them. Only 1 is left. But now, pretty much the entire undead army is busy with the hippos themselves. The bears can march forward, they can charge and munch through the front lines, but they're very low already. We have no heal scrolls for the Night Elf side. Everything is starting to dip low. Can Happy actually make this fight work? He went into it with like 20 supply less. The DK in trouble in the front lines, can't get out. He's getting slowed by the Dryads. Is he gonna make it to the safety of the backline? Hellstone transferred, heals him up that way. And the bears are almost entirely gone. Both Frostram still alive. Level 5 for the DK. Has the mana for 1 coin, but he uses the Death Pact instead. Very good presence of mind there to keep himself alive with the Demon Hunter now in trouble. Read through isn't going to be enough as he has to TP out as well. The Tinker survives.
And Happy is
here for Happy, just barely surviving.
But Happy is on equal supply now. And did you see that Cloak of Flames, how much damage it did? But on the other side, did you see how many buffs the DK had? The entire line was filled with stuff. It was crazy.
Yeah, he has frost armor now, which I always find to be a bad choice. But there, it may have saved his life.
The expansion is still running. 2,200 gold for Happy.
It's even in supply, dude. It's even in supply. How is this?
Look at the supply.
How is this happening? Demon though getting closer to 5 and the Panda as well. And then it's gonna be so much damage.
I think
especially from the Panda.
Quite far away. Yeah, the Panda is close. That's good. He has a heal potion and an anti-magic, so he can't be nuked. But Happy's preparing the next attack as well. Invol on the ledge. DK has nothing though. And still no TP. Only 1 bear remaining. Shitload of Dryads though. And it's 3 fiends. The rest of the army is magic and heroes.
And he wants to bait him into a bad position here, the Night Elf. Yeah, once those hippos are gone,
a player's forces are under attack.
I'm kind of afraid for Foggy. It's only 2 of them. Like, the heroes for the undead are so strong right now. He doesn't have many bears, and only Dryads. They don't deal with the heroes well enough for Happy, who has a level 3 Tinker now. Talisman of Evasion might even be pretty nice for him.
Lots and lots of Dryads. Question is, can he take out the worms? It's 3 of them.
3 worms, yeah. Maybe a little overproducing on worms.
70 supply versus 80. Still the anti-magic potion. 4 bears now, but they need to be in a better position than they are right now. Hippo's trying to flank again, but it's 4 fiends.
And between those 2 little forests, it's such a nightmare to move into for the Night Elf. And here we go, Hippo's flying in again, but it's always only like 3, 4, maybe 5. He needs more of those. But like this, they just get wept one after another. He has been fighting 1 gold mine down for the last 10 minutes or something. And he's still making it work, finding more and more free kills. Drunken Haze Breath of Fire onto the worms, but they don't care about that damage too much, and already it's been dispelled. And the focus fire on the bears. They just melt! They just melt away!
They one-shot a bear, and now it focuses targeted on the Demon Hunter, level 4.5 for him, but whatever. Calls are hitting the worms, they're level up for the Lich, who's level 5. Nova inbound. Mana burn on the DK though, but the bears, they can't do shit against this. And again, focusing the Demon Hunter, wants to get him out. Oh, potion against the nuke, but that was nice. But for how much longer can he stay in there? Doesn't look like good at all.
The Panda is nothing. He's level 5. But he can't get out of this. No TP, no invul. Panda's gonna die. He eats a Fiend. He uses the Nova and he finds the kill on the level 5 hero. And this is almost has to be it. He's taking the supply lead now, ahead by 10. Can Foggy buy him back at the tavern? Yes, he can. But is he gonna die again? He can't risk it. Can't risk it.
No, there's no Nova, but he could eat all the time. Happy Man going into the fight with a 10 supply disadvantage, leaving this fight with plus 15. Book of Retraining being used because he don't want Death Pact anymore. Level 3 coil, level 2 aura.
Is that worth it? 300 gold?
Happy is so... It must be an alien or a machine or, I don't know, a robot. I have no idea how he does that. It's so good.
It is crazy. It is pretty crazy. Now he's moving forward. Level 4 Tinker suddenly. The Lich, by the way, hit level 5 somewhere along the way. This Coil Nova is crazy strong.
He got one worm though, right? So he doesn't one-shot bears anymore.
Yeah.
That's at least something. But Foggy, a lot of his stuff is still in production, and you see how fast those Dryads fall against Fiends and Lich shots. It's hilarious. The heroes must be the savior, but at the moment it doesn't look like he can turn this around.
No.
Nice stab though. Statue gets out for Happy, Drunken Haze and Breath of Fire again. But the bears, next down, next one has to be stabbed.
Did he lose anything here?
No, I don't think so. Maybe a Fiend or something. Panda gets a potion from this shop, but this is just a matter of time as the worms are hungry and Frostborn is though as well. But the Fiend, the Lich gets last hit, level 6, and this is the end for Demon Hunter as well. Oh, actually, level up saves him, but not for much longer. Level 5 on the Tinker, 655, and Happy takes it home, man.
Wow! Holy shitballs!
This dude is something else. It is undeniable that this player is just different.
Yeah. And I can definitely understand Night Elves being frustrated against Undead when they play it like that. Because how much you can get out of Frostworms and Kiting and Lich and all that if you control it perfectly is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And the Night Elf, like, what skillful micro can he pull off? He can throw a good breath and use the mana burn as best as possible.
Try to
but otherwise, the bears are on A-click. The Dryads, they focus fire, the worms, yeah, whatever, but I think the skill ceiling in this matchup is just so much higher for Undeads for what they can do if they're really good. And if they do it so well, it looks pretty busted, man.
Yeah. Happy is up 1-0, and it leaves us with TM, AI, EI, and AZ. What do you think?
All the Night Elves love AZ, I think.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah.
Or Echo Owls, maybe.
If he's really ballsy and he says, yeah, no problem, I'm gonna easily survive 15 minutes, he might go for a TM. Because then you can go really crazy on a Panda. But last game he had a level 5 Panda. That didn't really win him the game.
Smaller maps, shorter games, more pressure seems to be the answer. You can't win the late game fights, as it seems. Maybe it was a mistake for Foggy to not go for double Engines of Wind.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. I think if he, like, that fight in the main, if he had double wind before, and he flies in there with, say, 10, 11 hippos, that's a different story.
Yeah. Foggy takes Echo Owls as his first map choice. And that's how we go on to the second map.
Yeah, I really didn't like the Masked Dryads. I think Masked Dryads have their place, and that's in the mid-game and the early stage of the late game. But once you have like 5-4-3 heroes against you, Dryads just disappear way too quickly.
I totally agree. Especially with a Lich like that, you know?
Yeah.
And
also, Tinker is not to be underestimated. Those Clockwork Goblins, they add up, man.
Area of effect damage, I think per explosion it's 30 damage or something.
Yeah, and they waste so much time of the bear clicks, of the bear's A click.
Yeah. Oh, right. Never thought about that, but yeah. course.
Yeah, Tinker's really good. And Tinker also is a lot more vulnerable against the Naga. Tinker naturally stands in the front line, and the Naga can just slow him, double slow him with the Cold Arrow and the Dryads, and he has to be way more afraid. But Panda Demon Hunter is a good combo, but it's absolute dog shit at killing heroes.
Thank you very much, SipZap1992 for the sub. First time sub, as it seems. Thank you. And yeah, do you think it could be Warden time now to just do something else? I don't think Foggy is the guy to do it, but if he's desperate already, then he can try it. If he still has faith in his skills.
Yeah, of course he does it against human.
Yeah, of course.
Against undead though, well, I don't even know if I've ever seen it from him. Echo would be the map to do it on, but you have to go for a Merc camp then, and he's going for the small camp, so very, very, very unlikely there's going to be a Warden.
The reason for Echo is most likely the Save Fish expansion. So he can try to do that again. As if you can't win without an expansion. That is, I think, a fact.
Yeah,
right
on top, on pro level,
yeah,
that never happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, what Foggy does here a lot is get level 2 early, get boots, be annoying, and then prioritize the pandas creeping over the demon, which, again, I totally don't agree with, but that's oftentimes his style.
Worked well on LR, though. Well, except that he lost in the end, but the progress on the panda was pretty good.
Yeah, but on LR, he already had a level 3 demon. I mean, like, he...
No, he started creeping with the panda when the Demon Hunter was still level 2.
No, but he got level 3 demon at his expansion down south, and then he moved away, and then he went top, and then he almost died to Coil Nova. There he was already level 3.
So, creeping starts, of course, Ghoul opening on this side, Archer opening on the other side, Demon Hunter and DK. No Warden, unfortunately, so he seems to be still satisfied with his play so far, and confident in his skills.
Forces are under attack.
Be able to take this.
Alright, we are not out at another clause. Only the Gloves of Haste this time for the DK. I wonder if he's gonna stack up again with the Marketplace. Against Night Elf, that's perhaps not the matchup to do it in, because kind of like Night Elf does against Orc, there's so much stuff you need. Lich, statues, Frostworm, Web, Fiends, maybe even third hero. So all those extra expenses, they do become noticeable. We have the Night Elf teching on 2 Moonwells, and it's quite a bit faster than the Undead. And good Wisp movement here by Foggy.
Yeah.
Sees this creep camp happening and gonna try to interrupt it as best as he can. But so easy to take out those Berserkers with the ghouls. Don't think he can deny it.
Of course, so he can't really steal it. Level 2 for Happy here for the aura, and Foggy doesn't get anything here. Well, maybe one ghoul, but Happy micros them too well.
Oh, surround. This could be one.
No. Not this time, not with Foggy. I still state that he's very good in dodging those surrounds. I know you are not with me on this, but I think I'm right.
And he picks up the Boots of Speed this time. I'm a big fan of this, at least. And
yeah, this points towards more aggression this time.
2 ghouls are low. Oh, I think he should bait this around here. He can totally shoot out of it. Kind of dangerous though, if with more skeletons coming in, you are forced into a TP. That's always a painful loss.
Graveyard coming for Happy pretty early for his style. Usually he delays Fiends a lot. But not here today on Echo. Huntress Hall.
He went for a 6th Acolyte, by the way. Did he scout with the Acolyte? I imagine he did, right? Otherwise this guy's just totally useless.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like the Archer positioning here. Shadow Meld being used to scout. So he should have the perfect timing down to run south and interrupt the creeping of the gold mine. And if nothing else, this should be a ghoul kill going towards Foggy. And if it goes well, maybe even 2.
And Mana Burn is there against the Ogre Magi. Of course not as much damage as the Coil, but there is no Coil currently. So I don't know why Happy is doing this. Oh, because he knows that he can get this with a Ghoul Volley. Loses 1 though. Drops of haste for him this time, no claws.
A player's forces are under attack.
And another ghoul maybe? The damage is there, or should be there, especially with boots. You can outrun him fairly easy. Happy wants to deny it, but what's gone is gone. And Foggy gets the experience. Panda again.
Panda again. Alright.
The disappointment in your voice, man. Why is this little boy not listening to me? This young guys, these teenagers, never listen to the experience.
I also think like something that Nighters don't realize at times is once there's no mana anymore for Coil, hero focus is a really good option. And without a Naga, that's just not really possible.
Nice,
but man, his map presence is so good for Foggy. Gets another ensnare on the ghoul. That's another kill.
Most likely it is. Question is who gets the kill? Foggy does. And Happy is somehow struggling. DK pretty low. Lost 2 ghouls or 3?
Foggy's playing this way better, I feel. At least the early game. That being said though, he still killed 6 ghouls there. But I think there was more Happy's mistakes than Foggy playing well. And here's the Wisp moving down now. This would be a really early expo.
But Happy is coming. I think on Echo you can pull it off, but not with Happy around. He started tier 3 as Ancients of Law already, so he's just waiting for Dryads. But no level 3 mana burn. Really nice with the mana burns this game.
Does he have Ultra Vision? Yeah. He does, right? Yeah, he does have Ultra Vision. So he saw him coming from far away. So he does have to delay the expo. Is going to go for Dryads first. Of course, pretty good
round on the Demon Hunter.
He's pretty good at evading those, right?
Well, it worked for quite a bit. Can he fight out? No, Town Portal. That was sloppy. He was creeping. And we shouldn't praise him. Like, whenever we praise him, something goes wrong. And this is what happens here. He was busy creeping, and then it was Happy's chance. And of course, Happy seizes those chances.
And again, he's prioritizing the Panda, maybe? Oh man, those lightning shields. Ah! No! Archer! Oh my god. He's making it pretty hard on himself here. And he finishes it with both of them parry-apt. Never bad.
Dryad's running towards the expansion of, or the gold mine of Happy. Just scouting where is his opponent, but he is down there waiting for the expo. Using that time for close to level 3. He has enough damage to knock down this Tree of Life. This is just so well thought out by the Russian.
My goodness. Timing working out perfectly. Tier 3 is done. There's a Lich. Over at the little green camp. Boneyard coming up right here. So Happy staying true to his style. Not looking for a big frenzy timing before the Boneyard, something that some other undeads might do. WZ comes to mind.
What was the item here? Did he sell it immediately?
From the Magi? Yeah, I think so. He's double level 3 now, though. So he's pretty strong at the moment. Would love to find a fight before Frenzy is done. Eats the Call Nova here. Does not want to run into range of the Black Citadel. Dude, something like this can get him surrounded and lose him the game.
Yep. Expansion's coming back up again, though. The Shade was there, scouted it. You saw it on stream. No Engine of Wind yet, as I say it. He builds it. As we have Master... Oh, not really. No lumber for Master. As he invested into the Engine of Wind earlier.
Players' forces are under
that is kind of weird, to be honest.
Oh, and now one of these archers is ensnared. Archer loss, though, is affordable. And yeah, there's no saving her. Don't leave me, friends! She's totally been left.
Good chance for her. Demon Hunter not in this fight. He's just coming in now with most likely the orb. Nice Breath of Fire, catching more experience. And more damage from this Tome of Agility. Enough protection for Happy this time.
Alright, Frostworm timer. We're only just started. And until then, Foggy should have the upper hand here. Oh my god, can he actually get the kill? Lightning Shield bonus damage before he had the Cloak of Flames. This time it's the Lightning Shield, but he gets away.
He wants to hit the ghouls with it, but... Oh, nice Breath of Fire kills the statue, that's big. He wanted to get the ghouls with his lightning shield, but they were microed away so quickly. And then he said, okay, if I don't have the ghouls, I pick the DK instead.
And that statue kill is actually quite the big deal. Oftentimes can be so hard for the Night Elf to find the kills on those. But with the breath, he secures it.
Or you go for Chimeras.
A player's forces are
Yeah, that's of course the most standard answer. You're right, Neo.
I'm always right when it comes to Warcraft knowledge. Coil again, just to prevent the burn.
And look how much better this is with Boots of Speed. You're so much more mobile, you can force the undead to waste mana on you and maybe even get some burns in. Right now, for example, you could go for the statue right there, which is already low HP. But... doesn't want to get...
now with the worm?
Yeah, you have to pay attention to the worm because... yeah.
It's very hard to miss sometimes because he's so tiny and you barely see him. But that boy is annoying. Hurry up the vitality for Happy as well. No Tinker yet, no Lich level 3 yet, so the levels seem way better for Happy with an almost level 4 Panda. I wonder if he got a ton of experience at the Murloc camp at the right, because it seems like a pretty big jump for us. But on the other side he was creeping solo, so I can't be sure.
No TP on the Panda, by the way. There's a staff, however, on the demon. So he has the staff to keep the Panda safe, and an invul to keep himself safe. That is not necessarily going to be a guarantee that you do get away, though. However, Happy hasn't been prioritizing the hero kills too much. When an opportunity presented itself, he did go for it. Right, and here now he's going to go for the Creepjack. I'm surprised he doesn't have a scroll of healing with this. So many ghouls against the Panda without a scroll, that seems risky.
Yeah. And Happy is refraining from pushing as
Dude,
Foggy
he has so much gold.
is breaking upkeep. Yeah, Happy has 900. Foggy completely out of gold. He does have 3 hippos though, and he bought the Wand of Illusion at the marketplace to fake more hippos and force web on illusions.
That's really nice. I wonder if he does it so well that he sends in the fake ones first, because of course web is pretty much always on autocast. Yeah. Happy might be a micro god, but I'm pretty sure he has web on autocast as well.
Second worm is coming. Happy is breaking up. Keep 60 food for him. Fiends as well. I'm not sure he has destroyers. But he should.
Absolutely should. Alright, next Gargantuan. This is going to be level 3 for the Lich. Is there one game here that changes the outcome of the battle? No, I don't think so. Boots is nice, but...
Triple gloves on this Lich. If he micros it really, really well, he can apply the Orb of Corruption to a lot of units. But shop control by Foggy. Staff. Okay.
Ah, so he's gonna staff the Panda home if he's in trouble, and then, you know, come back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, or the Demon Hunter, whatever. Very late for that, but I like it.
Right, here we go. Tinker is here. Undead with a slight supply lead, but, well, actually nothing is missing from the main. This is the big timing push, and down south, next to the Tree of Eternity, this is a very, very difficult position for the Night Elf to fight in. 2 forests to mic the Frostworms above. And yeah, we do have 2 now. And also a Pocket Factory in the way as well. This is the dream fighting position for the Undead, who does have a heal scroll now, by the way.
1 Destroyer to dispel, 2 Worms for the damage, 4 Dryads, and here come the Illusions and the Hippos. He sends... actually not that perfect. Heal scroll being used. Panda level 4. That was a lot of damage on them. And he does it correctly. Oh, nice! He gets 2 Illus webbed. And now, yeah, save those worms somehow. He has 1 call, 2 more. But this damage is crazy. This worm is dead.
I don't think there's any saving it. Oh, the call at the very last second.
Oh, and the Nova. Holy fuck, he's microing this great.
But the worms are busy mostly running away and aren't damaging the Night Elf army. And the rest of the Night Elf army is sweeping up the ground forces. So this is looking better than before for Foggy. Worms are still alive. But for how much longer? The Hippos, they're looking for the kill. Chasing forward, moving forward. He's slowing with the other worm to keep the first one alive. But no, it might not be enough.
No, he cannot save this one. It's impossible. And he kills it. Level 4 on the Demon Hunter. Now time to knock down the other one, but there is too much damage. 2 more coming in. And there's no weapon anymore, as it seems. The Fiends are way too far in the back. He loses 2, maybe. He gets a statue for it if he... Oh, he's not paying attention. Yes, the Demon Hunter is.
Dude, a wand of illusion to win a game or what?
Yeah, this is definitely the one of illusion to win a game. No Breath of Fire anymore. Raw being used, though more damage on the Demon Hunter as well. He's going in with 3 hippogriffs against the worm. This is so well played by Foggy now, but Micro, again, great on Happy side. Lich doing a patrol for the worm here and sniping one hippo after another. But on the other side, 12 supply lead. Lich is mana burned completely. And the DK...
Now Foggy last week threw a game away really hard when he chased the undead too far into the base, lost both his heroes, and suddenly, whoops, the game's over. This time he's gonna be more careful.
There is a misrally going on by Foggy in the bottom. Now he realizes it. 4 more hippos. Imagine those 4 hippos if they are in the fight. And the second worm might be dead as well.
Oh, could you please just buy a TP, man? Just, you know, don't lose both your heroes again.
There is a stab.
Those Night Elves, they're always skipping the TP.
Yeah, there's no gold for him at the moment. Using a reveal for Shade.
Yeah, but 15 seconds and he has the gold. Happy, back at 50 supply. Sometimes it seems like he wins games out of nowhere, like a wizard.
This is the heaviest I've seen Happy struggle against Night Elf in a long time.
Yep. Feel the same way.
5 hippos in the air. Oh, 6 actually. And this army consists of 1 feat. That is... He needs a sick Nova and then kite like he did before. Because that was exceptional. Again.
I wonder what a Happy can do here. Honestly, this game is looking horrible for him, obviously. Still banking. I guess the best chance he has here is mine out your entire base, then go for like 90 supply, and then hopefully the Night Elf takes the fight.
Yeah, he has info on the army composition. He sees, okay, that's not too many bears.
Panda's almost level 5 as well.
And Cloth is 9. Hello. I wonder if Foggy is overshooting on hippos.
I think you almost cannot overshoot on hippos, because undead without air does nothing.
That's
because
right.
your bears clean up the ground.
And the Demon Hunter, yeah, you're right.
If he goes for some more bears, I think he should go for some more bears. But I guess he's at 80 supply now. Still think he's a little heavy on the Dryads. Also, Berserkers. Not a fan of them in the late game.
Yeah,
Is
depends
Happy
on...
actually gonna try to expand?
Like, he can't Nova them because he needs the Nova on the hippos. He can't coil them because he needs the coils on the worms. So I think there's fairly a decent chance of them to survive. At least a little.
Yeah.
Third worm again. Invo potion. 2 involves and a heal spell, and he listens to you. Tampon.
Yeah, he's sitting at 80 now, so he has a lot of extra gold that he doesn't really want to pump into army now. Upgrades is something that comes to mind. We have 1-1 for the Night Elf against 2-0 for Happy, and I imagine a lot more upgrades coming for Foggy. Actually, he's low on lumber, so he can't go for those too easily. But now he's sitting at 80 supply. He doesn't want to make any more army, so how about we trade? But this is where things can get dangerous. If you dive into an undead base, it's pretty easy to dive with hippos, but still can be risky.
It's 9 hippos and roar. They're plus 15 damage with this. And a heal scroll against the Nova and area of effect of Frostworms. A-bomb. Pocket Factory already summoned, almost gone. That's pretty nice. Waiting for the first engagement.
Had to
He
blow my
sells
nose.
the boneyard.
Yeah, I mean, he has 3. Don't really need more.
And he is going for 90 supply.
Yep.
You were wizards, Remo.
It's always something that Anu can do. Just bunker up in the main, and maybe they're silly enough to attack into your base, and that's of course always dangerous.
Foggy has
Anyways,
1,000
I think
gold.
Foggy should expand again in the bottom right.
Very easy to kick though. It's a nice distraction, but it's still very easy to kick.
Yeah.
1,000 gold for him, 81 supply, 900 gold, waiting for some more items, going more hippos. Demon Hunter is scouting this the entire time. What's the panda waiting for?
I think he wants to buy illusions again.
Okay, I'm just waiting for the rotation. Not going for upgrades, Foggy is. Oh, actually he is. 1, 2.
I can feel all the night elves whining. How can Happy go to the same supply with not having an expansion? Alright, mass production now starting for Foggy. Look at the Ancient of Wind. 5 hippos in queue.
What's the next move? Oh, okay, there's the move. He's gonna have 100 supply.
But he only has 3 bears, dude.
Yeah.
Like, alright. All the worms are gonna die. Unless there is some serious magic happening. But when there's no bears on the ground, you might be able to win the ground fight.
Yeah. Panda is strong though. He's 5. Oh, he's basically he
Basically
will be
5,
5.
yeah.
Yeah. Demon Hunter is strong too with plus 14. He's still waiting for the Wind of Illusion. Yes, I think he is. More Dryads, more anti-air. The upgrade as well. Yeah, 2-2. 2-2.
It's gonna be an epic battle.
Oh,
You want to
yeah.
cast it?
Well, it's not gonna be easy. And my roommate has a girl over, so I don't want to scream that.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Herky dude has some action. You think so? What makes you think so?
There were.
Have you been hearing, get off of me?
No, when I got up, there were shoes. I don't know.
Oh.
So,
And
I haven't seen them though.
girls' shoes?
Yeah.
Or maybe Chucks, unrecognizable, to whom they may belong.
No, pretty sure.
Alright. 2-2 on the way for Foggy. He is 100 supply now, going for bears, thank you.
How much time will Happy have? He started production, 2 more
Players'
fiends.
forces are under attack.
Main gold mines are empty.
Oh shit, man, this is gonna be close to a 100-100 fight.
Yep.
Oh,
8
boy.
times. Foggy
Something
has
we see
100.
very rarely.
And Happy will be at 93.
No, he has. He can go for more fiends. 2 are already in queue.
Yeah, I calculated that in. Oh, yeah, it's 90 then.
He's going for an expansion. Wow. Well,
That's surprising. Foggy scouting this with a hippo. It's really nice.
5th upgrade coming for Foggy's army.
2-3.
Only 2 for Happy.
Yeah, 2-3.
Alright, then.
They're gonna have 6 armor then, right? Wow. The bears have 9 or something.
Yeah.
He's going down to the shop. There's. Let's go to the mall. In your head, did I say this? Let's go to the mall. He doesn't have much gold though.
This is 15 hippos, by the way.
That's a lot.
They can certainly not all get webbed.
Yes, that is right. You said you can't overshoot on hippos, so he listened. 3 A-bombs against 5 bears. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
I
what
don't like the
epic
low bear
battle
count.
this is gonna be. It's many fiends though. Oh, they move out. Foggy's reacting though. He could have easily lost 3 of those hippos there.
Dude, if Happy wins this.
It's
Problem
not-
for him this time are the hero levels. Tinker only level 1, and
He
here
starts
we
the
go.
fight without the hippos. What the fuck?
They're coming in from the back though. They're very fast for the flank, and here we go. This is a full squad of hippos. They're getting webbed, but not all of them. The A-bomb front line is pretty strong for the time being, but now 2 of them have fallen. Almost 1 more is gonna die. This is almost the perfect position for Happy, but he's behind in supplies. He's so far behind in upgrades. And now the bears charge through. The frostworms, 2 of them have fallen. And the Demon Hunter hits level 5. The Tinker in the front lines will be an easy kill here in a second by the looks of it. Happy's microing is a little hard out. Another Nova hits those hippos, and a lot of them are dead. But it's too much.
Holy fuck, did you see how Happy's supply dropped from like 90 to 63 in split seconds? What the hell, man?
Damn. I almost thought there the blocking line of the A-bombs was going to be able to make a difference, but 2-3 bears with roar.
Yeah.
Pretty sick.
That was a very good game by Foggy. He got the advantage pretty early on somehow. Expansion came through, was never really contested at all. And yeah, he just played it passively. Never overextended anyhow. And that's why we are down to best of 3.
Sorry, I was typing something.
I heard that.
Alright. So, which map do we go to now? Twisted? Yes, Twisted.
That's exactly. On that map, Twisted Meadows, you see it here. Boom! This leaves us with Ancient Isles and Amazonia for the rest of the series. Yeah, 1-1.
Alright, I'm glad Foggy's able to put up a fight here. I was dreading another 3-0, which Happy has been showing off a lot lately.
Yes.
In Gera Cups.
By the way, thank you Messerman for the sub. First time, first year. Have fun with your subscription. Great way to support us, of course. Especially since it's September and you get a 50% discount on the sub. We're online for, how much is it? 6 hours 30? Like 7 hours if you include the countdown. That is quite a long time.
You're looking forward to bed, aren't you?
Oh, hell yeah. But I won't give up. I won't give in before this is finished. I will never abandon you here.
We will never be slaves.
Afterwards, by the way, there is more Warcraft for you as the American Championship Series is running currently on Deport Gaming. So once we're finished here, you head over to the best of what America has to offer. With Group C and D, I guess.
So much Warcraft this week. Amazing. And we're, well, continuing next week, not with 6 days, but with 5 days.
4, I guess?
Ah, yeah, 4. Yeah, I'm sorry. 4 days.
We're gonna start on Tuesday with Holtz Cup. That's belonging to you. It's gonna be like the Remo show, the Holtz Cup, because I always have to work on Tuesdays. But I think you guys out there are gonna like it. Then, finally, on Wednesday and Thursday, we start the NSL playoffs, and holy cow, do we have matches over there. The tournament for $22,000 continues, and I clicked the wrong link. We do have matches between TH and Yumiko, Moon versus Infi to start the playoffs, Lucifer versus Remind, and an Orc Mirror of Fly versus Focus. NSL 2017, guaranteed banger with best of 5s the entire time.
And of course, on Sunday we're gonna be here for Gera Cup as always, for you fine people. Alright,
Yeah,
Twisted.
Well, very fine today, and the entire week basically.
Alright, Twisted. We might head into a longer game now. You know what? Happy actually likes playing gargoyles on his stream quite a bit, but I never see it on Twisted. That used to be gargoyle map #1. Nowadays it's more so Secret Valley, which, however, we don't have in pro tournaments anymore. Only on ladder.
I saw him play it on AI.
Yeah, right, on AI also sometimes.
And when Secret Valley was back in the pool, there it happens as well. But yeah, you're right. The Hasuops, Mass, Gargs, Not really working here. Anymore, as it seems, or nobody's playing for it anymore.
I'd like to see that once again. I didn't really enjoy that when it was like being played all the time, but you know, for a little change of pace.
What?
Oh my god!
It's so funny how, like, at the exact time we
Yeah.
both figured out that it's a keeper.
Keeper of the Grove first hunts.
Sonic style.
Yeah, Sonic style. Or, well, Star-shaped style.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Oscar. What? Since when does he play that?
I have no idea, man. This is really something else. And happy, of course, with the ghoul opening and early
Yeah.
backpack.
Is he gonna look towards the main? Ah, he sees the wisp moving over, so he probably will. And he may bait the ghoul to come over for the entangle, but Happy, I think he knows about it. That was pretty dope.
You didn't see the Huntress Hall.
Ah, yeah, he wants to scout for the Ancient of War down here, so he
Yeah.
doesn't know about the Keeper yet.
Yeah.
But he is about to.
Second ghoul coming. Here's the entangle. And yeah, now he knows, of course.
Alright, and actually, with the Keeper, Gargoyle just became a lot more likely.
Oh yeah, that's true. Not much anti-air. I mean, he can attack, but not as good as a Demon Hunter, obviously. He can't entangle Gargs, that's obvious. Would be cool, like, to have these huge
Come out of the
tangle-
ground
yeah,
and become
exactly.
a tower. I
And
wonder
you know-
if that would make him too strong. Probably
Player's
not. Or
forces
would
are
it?
under attack.
Keeper is, of course, very, very, very good in the early game to pick up units, but it's quite a big mana investment for just ghouls. It works a lot better on Fiends. Or it's way more efficient on Fiends, to say that
Yeah.
way.
And the Keeper is a hero designed, or at least you need
Town
to
is under siege.
win the early game and get an advantage from the early game. Because once there's destroyers out, he's close to useless. I mean, of course, he does right click, but heroes, you know, Neo, I don't know if you knew, but their spells are pretty good. And if those spells become rendered useless, that's a big investment that suddenly doesn't do much anymore.
That is absolutely correct. He does have the not unholy aura, of course, the Thorns aura, but since there's not much melee in the undead army, and the damage comes from air and fiends, that doesn't help too much. I mean, the Treants will be dispelled as well, if there's more destroyers. And the
Force of
DK
nature. Yeah.
DK already, Frostborn does its work, and I just realized what a six-pack the Keeper of the Grove has. I never saw that before.
Do you know who the Keeper of the Grove is the mascot for?
No. Like Starshape.
For the
Player's
Rossmann
forces are
shops.
under attack.
You're right!
Yeah.
Look at this. I think it's even an 8-pack or something. It looks like a Swedish Warcraft player nowadays, as they all hit the gym very often.
Oh, nice. Invisible Huntress. Seeing the ghouls moving out, and that's what you want to do. Find those ghouls early. The Undead, of course, always wants to creep, and the Keeper wants to keep that from happening as best as he can. Only 2 hunts, though, is somewhat dangerous. You could get surrounded, lose your Huntresses, and only get 1 ghoul as a trade, and that's not very efficient. Down south, we have the expansion coming up. This is very predictable. And 1 entangle will be 1 kill on the ghoul.
How many does he have left? Not too many. 1, right? Not that much.
Oh, dude, it's gargoyles.
Oh yeah, double crypt and graveyard. Here we go. Haven't seen that in a while. Nice that those 2 players are switching it up.
Yeah, it's really cool. Now, Happy has, as I said before, practice against this, but not so much on Twisted, I don't think.
A player's forces are under attack.
DK, by the way, got the tele staff, so if he finds himself in an entangle surround, he can always get out. And we have a Panda second now. When you go Keeper, Gargs are very likely, and Panda is the necessary answer, and he finds more kills.
Wow, 2
Another ghoul
kills.
died to the creeps, the next one dies to the entangle. This is looking nice for Foggy.
Indeed, got rid of a lot of Gargs. Are the Gargs, the ghouls, of course, are the ghouls really the problem? I don't know. Expansion is not up yet, 60% only.
Player's forces
We
are
have
under attack.
double engine of wind.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and now, Remo, now
I know.
the Thorns aura kicks ass.
It sure does. How about Dreadlord?
Oh, that would be too sweet. Potion of Greater Mana, by the way, speaking of too sweet.
Alright. Great. I think already Happy took too much damage to go for an all-in play towards the expansion. He lost 4 ghouls for nothing. Or, you know, for no trade. I think he has to go into some island expansions here. Dude!
Oh yeah, this I think it's like creeping those islands is definitely one way for Happy to come back into this game. So much experience. I mean, it takes some time to collect the items, but these items are great.
And yeah, double Ancient of Wind Hippos. Here we go. This is dangerous though, because they can become obsolete, obviously, if you don't have any more air. And
the sickest move, I think, would be for Happy to just go double Crypt Fiends.
Yeah, but you have to go like expansion with that. You can't just explode into like 10 fiends right away. And he finds the creeping here, trying to harass as best as he can, but he has 2 Gargs. It's not enough. And here he sees the first hippo. And they're missing their attacks like crazy. Holy shit, did you see that?
So good sometimes. Foggy already with the Berserker, that's helping a little, but those 2 Gargs win that one, despite the misses.
And now it's 4. And it's also, it's kind of an iffy balance always. Oh, nice last hit. Almost.
Coil is there to save this one. DK close to 3, and Hippos, they can't afford to fly into the gargoyles.
Yeah. Can't send them in 1 by 1, otherwise they just get picked off.
Panda level 2.5, and more. This is gonna be level 3. Boots. Or is it level 3? Yeah. And he sends them in.
1-for-1 trade between the Hippos and the Gargs, and of course 1-for-1 is great for Foggy, who's gonna have an expansion up very, very soon.
He does a really good job in picking up those Gargs, man. I'm pretty impressed on how
I think he only got 1 so far though, right?
2.
A player's forces
Really?
are under attack.
He had 4, and now he has 2. That makes it -2. It's 4 Hippos versus 4 Gargs. I know how that ends. Oh, well, now it's 4-3. I know how that ends as well.
Of course, Gargs are quite a bit worse in the air-to-air battle. However, they do have the massive advantage of attacking ground. That's right, I'm teaching toddlers Warcraft right now.
He stays on tier 2. No orb. But of course he can attack air.
A player's forces are under attack.
Expansion's coming up. We see a slaughterhouse and, yeah, of course, Stoneform against the Drunken Haze.
A big X factor in this Hippo versus Garg game can be the Lich, because the Lich has no damage cap on the Nova, if I'm not mistaken. The Panda does, so if the Hippos are all chasing 1 Garg, they all, like, they fly in 1 big bunch, and then they all eat the Nova, as they will here. Boom! Every single one hit, aside from the 1 straggler who's lacking behind a little.
By the way, did you see the inventory of the Lich?
A player's forces are under
Oh, nice. 2 claws, that's something new.
Yeah, well, Stoneform renders Hippogriffs useless for the moment.
I had to Google this really quick if Nova actually has no damage cap. Because most spells do have a damage cap.
Yeah. Do you know how the Breath of Fire works, by the way? That is a really strange mechanic.
I think it has like a 8 target damage max.
Yep. Oh, Coil Nova! Keep her dead. And that's exactly what chat wrote the entire time. Max Squishy. And Coil Nova's him to death.
And the Panda is trying to take out these Stoneform Guards by himself. Dude,
What?
that's not working.
It's like, yeah, it's a bit of spooning here. 15 armor. Doesn't work that way. Nova is almost ready. And yeah, that's the problem. He can't attack ground with them.
Oh, you would have some hunts here now. Keeper has been bought back, but why? Doesn't have Entangle. Why is you?
Well, maybe going for the Lich.
I guess he has a TP now to get out.
Tangle Breath of Fire. Yes, mana. Yes. Keeper comes in now. Oh, the DK is there as well. With the huge skull and a coil. This is so funny, somehow. That Foggy's army is completely useless.
He has 3 hunts.
And there's a Coil Nova. This Keeper... Oh, actually, he's going for that. And the air fight erupts here. Breath of Fire into... Not too much, I guess, but the Hippos are taking them out. The Lich is in trouble. Is there another Entangle? No, but the Keeper is down as well. He has a Town Portal. Who's gonna die first? The Lich dies, and the Keeper Town Portal's out here. Hippos survive.
The Hippos demolished the Gargs.
Yeah. And the expansion is running. There was an attack, but it was okay. Fury Dragons coming in. So they can attack ground at least. And double lore. 5 production buildings for Foggy.
Alright, I just looked
Fiends
it up,
are
by the
coming.
way.
What?
Frost Nova has no damage cap.
Nice.
Nice.
Fiends are coming. Makes a lot of sense. He can never catch up with the amount of Hippogriffs again. And I wonder if Foggy's going to the islands now.
Does he need to, though?
Nobody can. Panda still has the big potion of mana. Double stab. Oh no, just single stab, sorry.
I'm surprised he hasn't transitioned into tier 3 yet. Foggy has, because, yeah, Fiend transition is pretty likely.
Yeah, it's coming. Rune Braces on the Keeper. Very good item.
Very nice.
Indeed.
Oh, and the DK. Are you gonna seriously sell the flute? He's going back to the shop? No way, right? No. He sold one of his crypts, however.
53 versus 38.
I think Foggy got this, man.
Never say that too early if there's happy involved.
Yeah, but at the moment he has 2 fiends. Because there's not going to be any destroyers. The Hippos will see to this. Oh, and here comes the Creepjack.
And he sees the Acolyte. Takes it out. Where's the rest? Okay, here's this. Heal Potion, Invu Potion on the Panda, Heal Scroll, and Rune Braces and TP on the Keeper. They should be safe.
Alright, and here we go. Most of the army for Foggy is useless, but he has some stuff on the ground. Panda already forced to go into the invul. And the fiends are being kept alive somewhat, but now the entangle suddenly is really good. Because you can't afford to make destroyers because they'll just die right away.
And the damage from Entangle on level 2 is so good. He's waiting for the Lich. He's coming. For the Lich gets a coil first though. Oh boy. Does he have enough damage though? I don't think so. Nova onto the Keeper of the Grove, but Rune Braces helping so much. Breath of Fire staffs him out. Coil saves him again. And yeah, Happy is losing more and more fiends against the Fury Dragons.
Perhaps the cutest unit in the game, the Fairy Dragon. Sock Puppet, if he's watching right now, must be feeling very warm inside. His mass Fairy Dragon strategy. Not exactly, but he's being played. And now the Panda falls! That's a level 4 hero lost. But I think at this point Foggy is thinking, yeah, whatever. I can do what I want.
Gold. He gets it from the tavern. Of course he lacks mana, but he gets it. Bears are coming. No tier 3, but he has Rejuven at least. Takes out this Fury Dragon. And level 3 for the Lich. Look at the inventory, by the way.
Pretty good.
Holy cow, that is plus 29.
And he's getting Dark Ranger 3rd. Mostly, I think, to have something to shoot up at those fairies.
No.
Because they're the issue. The heroes don't matter too much. The hunts certainly don't matter. And the hippos can't attack anyways. So the fairies are the threat for now.
A player's forces are under attack.
How often do you say that? Too often. Level 6 of them though.
Yes, they are starting to tickle quite a bit.
It's really important that Foggy still picks up the fiends one by one with the Entangle, and there's still no dispel against it. Here we go, Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, stuff is burning. And the Fury Dragons are going for the Dark Ranger immediately. How much coils are there? 2 only.
And now with Reju, these heroes aren't so squishy anymore. Going for the bear in the back line. That's an easy kill, if there was no staff, but there is.
Next Breath of Fire is going to be a triple kill. He's looking for them, but oh, Keeper of the Grove again, Coil Nova. Man, Foggy. He gets the statue out, though. That's really important.
Yeah, Foggy should start to pay attention to his heroes. Oh my god. If the Lich could eat anything here, this would be another kill, perhaps. Has the Boots of Speed, though. Good item.
I heard that before.
And the fairies? Can they cancel this? No, only 4 fairies. 5 fairies? 6 fairies?
Yes. Take out the Acolyte first. See?
Look at the tickle, man. Look at the tickle.
It's annoying.
Yeah, it's enough, I think. Yeah, it's enough.
He's losing a few, but yeah, easy. Well done by Foggy again.
Under attack.
Phase shift is so nice, by the way. How it prevents damage from the Lich. Heroes are back, both down to 50%. The Chimera's coming somewhere.
This is such a cool Gera Cup, man.
It is, right? The entire day has been a blessing for us.
A town is under siege.
And now Fairy Harass in the main, perhaps, but there is a Spirit Tower ready. Fairies don't like Spirit Towers.
And the Rock Golem apparently doesn't like the Dark Ranger as he throws the boulder right on her head.
From downtown. He's almost level 5 DK.
Puts it in!
Almost level 5 DK, level 2 Dark Ranger now. Lich getting closer to 4. Ooh, greater mana. That's a good one.
I got this Lich, man. So sick. And there's still a slot for him. It's not the end.
Players' forces are under attack.
Why is there no item that gives you critical strike?
Yeah, that sounds balanced. How much crit would you give the item?
Just a 2-time, like the level 1 crit.
Alright. How much damage improvement is that actually, percent-wise? All your Diablo nuts out there, can you tell me how much of a damage increase that is?
I think that depends on the attack speed a lot.
No, dude, it's just flat damage. Alright, level 5 for the DK here. I think he just killed something. And can he actually, out of nowhere, win this game? The heroes are damn squishy, man. The panda, call over, the bear just explodes. Okay.
But he has double anti-magic potion on the heroes, Drunken Haste Breath of Fire again. I mean, the damage is not that high, but he's spooning his way through this somehow. And of course, the main damage being Entangle somehow.
Lich has no more mana. Panda in trouble. Heal potion. He needs to be afraid. He needs to run away. Keeper. Thank goodness for the rune bracers, man.
Yeah, otherwise he would be dead for a long time. But there's a staff on cooldown. He has to TP out, and that means he has to abandon his base.
If only he had gone for bears earlier, huh, Foggy?
Well, he
diving into the back here is kind of dangerous, but these heroes for the Night Elf, they can't get away anymore! He dies! Coil Nova kills off the Keeper Nova.
He just portaled him into death. Like...
He eats the Fiend, uses the Nova, kills more bears. The Panda in the backline has to be afraid. The fairies are still tickling away. We have a Shredder in this fight now as well. Panda has one more breath after this one combo that we just saw. But so much more mana for the DK. That greater mana potion is crazy.
And, well, Foggy might be getting some kills here. The Shredder is dead, of course, but so is the Abomination. And so are the statues if he's doing it right.
The Panda.
Oh, yeah, well, this Destroyer, this won't last long, but he wants to dispel the Reju. Can he get a potion? He does. Wow, that was so important.
But there's another coil. That's a kill. There's no way he survives. No way. No way, Jose! And guess what? There's a low HP bear in the back.
Uh-oh.
Foggy, what have you done?
Level up,
level up. He tries to deny, but he doesn't get the deny with the bear.
What a cool game. Level 4 and 3. Happy's expansion, by the way, is up in the meantime.
Dude, what? What? Just what?
Yeah, what is this game? Oh, he's picking up so many units. Level 5, 4, 3 on the undead. Getting more and more of those Furies.
70 damage per shot.
Yep.
Without armor reduction.
Yep. Lich is pretty strong if there's items on him.
I can't believe this.
This is the most scary Lich I've ever seen, and it fits this game so perfectly, as Foggy's units are basically all low HP, so he shoots at them like 3 times and they're dead. And this Keeper is not coming back, and if he is, he's dead anyway. Ha! He cancels the expo though. This game is not over. Foggy's still mining from 2. Okay, this gold mine is down.
Happy is gonna run right here.
Exactly! He killed the main. There's nothing in it, like 200, but the expo is gone. He has to fight with what he has, and Foggy still has like 500 gold. But how can he get rid of those heroes? I mean, Entangle, yeah, but... Happy has no item on his first hero.
He has 2 statues now, that's the important thing. Get that regen going. As long as those heroes get rejuvenated with mana and health, there should be no way for Foggy to win this. He has been feeling clowny, he has been throwing away heroes, and he may pay for it. Coil, Nova? No, there's the staff.
But it's not nice Nova. Doesn't affect the Keeper, who has an anti-magic again. Uses it now because he sees that more is coming. More coils especially, and another Nova too. 3 bears at the moment. It's just 4 fiends, but yeah, the Lich is the problem. Shop dead, but he's rebuilding it already.
And Coil Nova.
Oh,
Is he just dead? Is he just dead? He's just dead! He's just gone. That was a level 5 hero, by the way. A level 5 strength hero.
that Lich. Look at that Lich! He's a weapon of mass destruction.
Look at the Lich. One ensnare, entangle, I mean, after another. He gets 2 fiend kills, but the fiends aren't the problems. It's the heroes.
Especially
Even the Dark
that
Ranger
one.
by now has good damage. And he's just... Everything he throws at the undead is just getting eaten up. Eaten up. Munched, munched, munched for more experience.
He's going for the Keeper now. He just has to send the Lich with right click against the Keeper. There's nothing he can do.
I think this is level 5 for the Lich now. Oh, good staff, bro. That was at least 10 feet.
Well, it saves him some time. And actually the bear.
Oh, but now the Keeper.
Yep, this is the next target. Maybe the last target. As Happy is closing into winning this map with this boy.
Run! Read you! Alright. Expo is being re-established at the top. And it's gonna be done soon. And then Happy can just go back and chill.
I think that Lich is not designed to chill. That Lich is designed to kill. As he is going for against this Keeper of the Grove. There's no item on him anymore.
Clicks, man.
He can't step himself.
There it flies.
Avada Kedavra against Harry Potter. And that has to be it. That has to be it. Level 5 Lich, level almost 60k. That Lich is still plus 32.
Foggy.
And Foggy is
How
down to
he
39
threw
supply.
it away, holy shit.
What can you do against that Lich?
Well,
Attack faster and get bears
go
earlier?
to bears like before 20 minutes.
Yeah, this is a good option. But still, I think at this point, whatever you do, it doesn't matter at all.
I think now it's too late, yeah.
I mean, also, like, 5 minutes.
He could have also
ago.
tried to not throw 3 hero lives away.
That is also correct. And maybe go for the statues more. I mean, the Fairy Dragons don't do too much against the fiends.
That was, I think, the most obvious and silly mistake. If you do have so many fairies, which in the first place is meh, you know, but if you do have them, you have to go for the statues.
Yeah, well, he needed a quick transition to something that attacks ground because he had so many hippos. That was the fastest thing to do. And it worked for quite some time.
Damn it, Happy. How did you come back here?
Yeah, right. Yeah, here's the expo, by the way, that I didn't show.
And when you're at this stage as an undead player, this is so much fun.
This is so much fun.
Oh, this is so much fun! Everything is just exploding around you. Coil Nova, hee hee hee. And now we can eat the skeletons for more mana. And here we go, Coil Nova again. Panda. There's gonna be a Moonwell. He's gonna survive for a little bit longer. More and more reju coming his way. There's a coil ready. Not enough for the kill threshold, but the right clicks from this Lich are like half a coil! And that's his level 6.
Of course, not humorous at all, going for Unholy Aura 3. No ultimate here. And the Lich, well, is there another coil? There's no coil, by the way.
Yeah, but the bears, they are like snails compared to the Lich. And the level 3 aura. The fairies can tickle a little.
I was about to say, can the Lich win this fight alone?
He has frost armor. Since when does he have frost
I
armor?
don't know. But he can kite so well now.
Oh, and there's a card.
GG. What a game this was! How unusual and how entertaining! And how sick by Happy to come back into this game.
Ah, damn.
I don't know, Remo, is it your birthday or my birthday, or is it somehow Christmas that we get those games? I have no idea. Thank you, Candyface1337 for the sub. Many subs today. And supports in general. 2-1 for Happy, he got match points now. As $100 are once again around the corner for the Russian, would be his 27th Gera Cup.
I can't believe he won that game. Just, his comebacks today. Do you remember the series against Lucifer, man?
I did see a good Orc Mirror today, yes.
Yeah, maybe
Undead Mirror.
Still. Jesus Christ, man.
Fucking sick.
What a Gera Cup.
Game is up. On AZ. Make you a little brighter. So people can see you again. There we go. OBS is so cool with all those filters. Mass shout out to OBS, without them would be possible. And numbers are still growing, 1,500 people tuning in despite having Grubby up and ASDS up. Thank you guys.
ASDS?
Huh?
ASDS? ACS.
ACS, yes. We're online for 7 hours now?
Yep.
Yeah. 7 hours of casting. Shit.
All
and
right.
I thought Gera Cup would be fast today.
How silly you are. Oh, man, oh man. Gera Cups have really been delivering lately.
Yeah, it's really fun.
So cool. I thought Foggy had the match point there. Halfway
Yeah,
through
me too.
Twisted.
Yeah, totally.
And honestly, he should have had. He totally should have had. But Happy finds the opening and rips it hell the wide open.
If you give him half a chance, then it's already too much.
Yeah.
What is ACS? ACS is the American Championship Series, basically a championship of North and South America, casted by Deport, Thendis, and a few others. They have a prize pool of $1,350 or something, so really good. And I heard yesterday were already some very entertaining games. I mean, there's not, it's not the super high class micro and macro or whatever, but still, as long as games are entertaining, I don't really care about it too much, to be honest, if it's perfect micro or not. So after this stream, you have to check that out.
Alright, we're going to, from the biggest map, we're going to the smallest map now on Amazonia. So we're going to have no keeper first this time, we're going to have more of a straight up game, and Foggy, he won earlier the straight up game on Echo Isles with a Panda and a Demon Hunter. Of course, I was relying on his expansion there. Expansion on AZ a lot harder to make work, so I would imagine we're going to see that quite a bit later. But yeah, let's not get ahead of ourselves, as we are in the early beginning stages here on our fourth map. Happy could now get the victory for another Gera Cup.
If this is keeper again, man, I'm gonna lose my shit.
No. That would be too crazy.
But yeah, this should be a straight up game, as you said. Demon Hunter, Hunters on the other side. DK. Happy is not the guy to fool around, I think, with a Dreadlord first or Crypt Lord first or whatever, which is of course horrible versus Night Elf anyway. Lich first does work sometimes. High 1-2-0 versus Remind.
That game was still ridiculous, man. Frost armor to counter the demon, man. Who would have thought?
Well, it worked.
Yeah, it did. It was extremely entertaining. So, big question here oftentimes is, does the demon get to level 3 quickly? If he does, with Boots of Speed, he is gonna be the king of the schoolyard, I guess you could call him. And then he can bully the undead around the map. And this is a small map where I think whoever falls behind oftentimes has a tough time on AZ because it's so easy to contain. It's so easy to steal away camps from your opponent if he's at the disadvantage. So you don't want to fall behind. Then again, I guess you never want to fall behind.
Yeah, but you especially don't want to fall behind on this map, as you say, because it's so small. DK creeping, no immediate aggression.
Oh, claws, dude. What the hell?
Yeah, right. Must be rigged. Please restart map.
Admin, please. Wrong map.
Happy Foggy starts his tier 2. Happy not yet. More ghouls coming out. Okay, that's pretty normal. Getting level 2 here with ease, and the Demon Hunter is the aggressor here.
Yep, we see that a lot on AZ. Still think sometimes, wouldn't it be better if you just keep on creeping to level 3? But he wants to harass here. Turns out he gets nothing done because it's Happy that he's playing against. Tier 2 tech-wise, we have the Knight of slightly ahead of the Undead. He's going for this 2 Moonwell tech always, so against Orc he's super greedy with 1 Moonwell, but against Undead he does go for the 2 Moonwell. Little too dangerous to go up against so many ghouls with only 1 Moonwell. And now the archers might be getting caught out. We have coils, quite a few, to worry about. Is he gonna start throwing them? But he could just go Shadow Melt. Shadow Melt! Shadow Melt! Now it's too late. Or is it? Why didn't he do that sooner, man?
Come on, don't be so rude. It's been a long day.
It has been a long day. Of course, there's always going to be a reveal possible at the lab, so probably wouldn't save her anyways.
Graveyard is in time. Halfway through the tech. That's normal. No second crypt, so no Gargs this time. Level 2.3 Death Knight. Level 2 on the Demon Hunter, who has boots now, Remo.
Very good. I like it. And where's the Angel of War? Moving south now. It's a little late. Hunter's Hall coming next to the lab. Very standard.
Yeah, of course, Happy trying to get some surrounds done here, but Foggy is still pretty good in dodging those.
Oh,
especially with boots.
Archers are sitting next to the trolls here, anticipating perhaps a creep to start from the ghouls and the DK. Can he creep those kobolds with only the DK? No.
You can't
that would be
creep
crazy, Neo. Crazy.
You could creep the trolls. That's easy. But of course, with ghouls, it's easier.
I like the wisp here to the top left because that's exactly what he's seeing right now. Oh, you want to snipe the renegade, do you? But he won't be able to.
Right behind him. There was the first mana burn of the game? I think that's only one. Panda second. But this experience on the Demon Hunter is laughable.
Can't go for the surround. Too much damage there. He would just shoot his way out. And the Skeleton saw the Angel of War here. So sometimes with that, Undeads would want to go for a Naga aggression, but since it's Happy, it's probably going to be a Lich instead.
Slaughterhouse coming tier 3, as always, prioritizing the DK over the second hero. And Foggy dodging this again. Ancient of Lores coming up right next to the Tree of Ages, as normal. And so far, pretty passive early game.
Alright, this is a lot of experience here to be gathered from the kobolds. 2 of the archers had to go back to heal, were very low, and ooh, this is kind of ballsy from Happy. Hoping that he will lose the scent and the Demon Hunter won't follow him, but he will. So, no more mana for Coil. This might be 2 kills on the ghouls here. One of them is gonna die to the creeps, but the other one gets blocked nicely, but not nice enough against Boots of Speederinos. Oh, he tricks him. He didn't realize that he went to the left.
Nice block again.
Wow.
Working
He actually
squad.
saves those 2. Hot damn.
And the
Oh, no, the
duration
other
of the
one died to
skeletons
the
was
plant.
over, so he doesn't get that experience as well. It's so strong. Panda can creep now though. Takes a little while.
Yep, Ancient of War is getting into position at the natural. Creepjacking this would be a very unusual timing for Happy because we now have Dryads, and Dryads are amazing against ghouls, especially if they don't have
Player's
frenzy.
forces are under
1,
attack.
2, 3, 4 ghouls only. Usually you would love to have 6, of course. But tier 3 tech is almost done, and then Lich and Orb is great against Dryads.
Agent of War started the camp a little early here. I hope he's not gonna lose him. Oh. And a little gamma pause.
A little lag here on Foggy's side. Speaking of Gamma, Furf is playing ACS today. Happy has a 2 MS ping. What the fuck?
And they're playing on Moscow.
Ah, okay, yeah, of course.
You think he's satisfied with the ping?
I mean, 2
Could be a little better, honestly.
Yeah,
right?
it could be better.
Yeah. Pretty trash host spots, to be honest.
Potion of Greater Mana for Foggy again. Belt of Giant Strength for Happy as he snipes the second Renegade. Very 1-2-0-esque, this creep route.
This could be such a dangerous position to be creepjacked in, but he has the information of where the unit is, where the Night Elf is, thanks to the Shade, who is now blocking the Expo, but only for so long. And the Demon, is he gonna get surrounded here? Nova sticks the surround, as he always does. And this has to be the TP. The rest of the army is too far away.
He sends the rest of the army in though. The Dryads can kite a bit. Can he get the pickups? There's no orb yet, so the Lich is not that dangerous. Panda's coming in as well with Reju. With replenishment.
Yeah, he's gonna trade here, but it's not a great trade. It's 2 archers for 1 ghoul. Maybe even 3. Really doesn't want to lose the Dryad. And Reju on an archer. Isn't that a rare sight?
The exact same thing.
Yeah, and here's the Expo coming up. I mentioned that before. No surprise! Super standard in this matchup.
I don't
And
really...
Boneyard.
Okay, the Panda is so aggressive now to buy time for the expansion. And he's level 3, so he doesn't need to creep anymore. That's okay. Lich has orb now, though.
A Demon really needs to get some experience, man. Level 2 Demon in the late game is close to useless. Especially if he doesn't have an orb, which he doesn't have.
In the meantime, Engine of Wind coming. And more bears. Expansion 2/3 done.
Forces are under attack.
Right, and the Frostworm has been started right now. That means the timing push is ticking down to when it's arriving.
We do have only 1 fiend though. I think he went web first.
Ooh, again, nicely timed dust here. Finds a shade.
Heal potion, meh.
I'm getting worried for the Demon. This is not the time to be aggressive. This is time to creep, my friend. You need level 3.
Or not. 43 supply versus 49, but of course 7 of them is still in the Boneyard as the worm is still producing. Detonate, very nice, burning some mana on the DK. But he's still down to 3 coils and 1 Nova.
And he doesn't even get the ghoul. So if you find some ghoul kills here, that's nice, but if you don't, you're wasting your time severely and you could be creeping instead. Foggy, I'm getting worried for him.
Especially since the Frostworm is ready. The Night's King put his hand on the dragon and creates him.
Player's forces are
Spoilers, alright?
Come on, it's been 2 weeks or so.
I wouldn't have done that.
Oh, 3 weeks even. If you really want to watch it, you have watched it by now.
Dude, I got spoiled for the Sixth Sense, even though it was years later, and it hurt me. I was like, dude, that's such a good twist. Why'd you have to spoil me?
Why did you watch it earlier?
I don't know, because I was 14 years old when I got spoiled. When should I have watched it? When I was in the womb?
Would be interesting, right? Would be more entertaining than
Yeah,
what you did
and
there.
just sitting around. When's the show gonna start?
a player's forces are under attack.
Would be even crazier if you started seeing dead people in the womb, but whatever. To Taskmaster, Wind of Illusion, and Lich level 3.
I had a twin in the womb, but I ate it up.
Ate it.
Yeah.
That
Yum, yum,
happens,
yum, yum, yum.
actually.
Alright, this is a big push coming. The Demon is 2.5.
This might be a $100 push.
Yeah. That sounds so bad compared to the $1 million dream cost. The $100 push. Oh yeah. He's waiting for the Tinker here. With that though, he's gonna be supply capped. He's not gonna have a destroyer in the air. You think that's gonna matter? This is looking so bad for Foggy, honestly.
Yeah, man. This, 59 supply on both sides, but how many hippos do we actually have? Is it actually only one?
Yeah, he has one.
Well, or illusions. Nice. Happy pulling
Oh,
the
we
tricks
just found
here.
them. Isn't that fortunate?
He's supply stuck for some reason.
Yeah, and summon a ziggurat for something.
Okay, he wants to end it. He wants to end this tournament. He wants to end Foggy's tournament live. He wants to get the $100 to his bank account, and he wants it right now. It's not looking too bad.
Agent of War did its job, bought some more time. Foggy would love some more minutes, but he doesn't get them. Mass detonated from the gold mine, but still illusions up in the air. In fact, all three of them.
He can't repair anymore. He detonated them. Almost all.
Dragon Ace Battle Fire hits okay. And the bears reach the statues, but they're not falling yet. Oh, the illusions are all gone though, suddenly. I think he mass dispelled them probably. And only one Frostworm now to fight with, and that one has to go back. Dragon Ace Breath of Fire, massive combo! And no longer has the Scroll of Healing. Is this actually Foggy winning this fight against all odds? The Demon Hunter gets staffed out on like half an HP. But a lot of losses were suffered, but still a lot is standing as well. However, no more statues, and the regen is usually the key to victory for the undead. The Frostworm to the back line will make it out. Panda still with mana, thanks to the greater mana that he used before, but he's now eating the focus fire, but gets staffed out as well. Foggy playing out of his mind right now. He has no business winning this fight. And I guess in the end, he still does not.
No way. The Panda had a nice choice. Oh, can he get the Lich? If he gets the Lich, no, big healing potion. And surrounds him with the Pocket Factory. Oh, actually not. But, you know, staffing him out again. Panda, they are just tandeming here. It's like a shared work, whatever, part-time job to defend this. But the Expo is not mining at all. He can't repair anymore. The Frostworm is at 10 HP. There's no coil. Breath of Fire kills it though, almost killing the Tinker as well, level 4. He's still holding on to the next Breath of Fire. Look at this, man. Juicy, juicy, juicy. Aura.
Needs to kill him before he gets the breath out. Where's the breath? Cooling down, probably.
Can he run him down? He has no boots on the Demon Hunter, just on the Panda. I mean, that's even better now, I think.
Dude, breath!
Gets the Fiend, and with that, he should get the Tinker, right? There's no
Tinker's super fast with the passive and the aura.
Ah, passive, yeah, sure.
And he doesn't get him. Expo's alive! Demon Hunter is still level 2, by the way.
Out-leveled by almost everybody. And again, and yeah, this push didn't work, and Happy was supply stuck for a long time, couldn't reproduce his stuff because he greedily sold the Ziggurat.
For 75 gold, that was a bad idea.
But Foggy is also only at 43 supply, getting Dryads out, getting Hippos out. He has still 2 bears, so that's alright.
Wow. Dude, what a hold. Holy crap.
Yeah, really well done.
So well done. Greater mana also had quite a lot to do with that, but still. And the demon is finally gonna get his level 3. After 15 minutes!
But he's gonna get Creep Jack. No, Happy is not going for that. That's really good. Level 4.3 Panda. Does he get an invo or something? He needs the gold for his army, of course. Repairs now full mine again. Happy not counter expanding at all. 3,500 gold. Wisp worm coming number 2. That worm kill was so big from Foggy.
Uh-oh. Undead on the warpath. These bears are pretty slow. He has double staff though. Where's the Dryad slow? Towards the worm. Dude, micro.
3 hippos in the air.
He's gonna save him with the staff anyways.
But Happy is still 7 supply ahead, and the 7 supply are here. Here's the counter expansion. Exactly at the 6 o'clock position, and he's pushing to buy some time.
One of illusion now being used on the Night Elf side onto the hippos and 1 bear.
A player's forces are under attack.
Invul on the Demon Hunter, anti-magic on the Panda. He's trying to get rid of that Fiend, but for Happy invests the coil immediately. Has not a single one remaining though.
Right, so he's
and
gonna
so many hippos, dude! Where are these hippos coming from?
They're looking for the flank, and they're flying in, but they're gonna get webbed here. Also flying in towards the main, getting Nova at the same time.
Nice Nova.
Yeah, I think he has to get away.
Really nice Nova, buying Happy even more time.
Another invul is ready in the shop. Goes for a heal scroll instead. Alright.
Weird. Okay, for the hippos, I think it makes sense against Nova and Worm shots.
I guess it does. Drunken Haze Breath of Fire not being too impressive. Why are the Dryads not shooting at the Frostworms when they're being chased? This could definitely be micro better, but he's going for the Fiends first. Gets another kill on those at the very least. But now all of his hippos getting webbed again. Splash damage coming in big. They're all so slow! Heal scroll now. That one was really, really worth it. Almost a surround on the DK. That could have been perhaps the victory out of nowhere.
Frostworm micro is so great, only getting Drunken Haze, no Breath of Fire, but there is a big mischance on them now. Foggy with 64 supply. He has the lead now all of a sudden, getting rid of the Pocket Factory. The Spare's been staffed out, and the Destroyer is losing HP as well. More kills here, level 4.3 on the DK, plus a mana potion, so lots of coils coming.
Hit the shop again, what's he gonna buy? Another Scroll of Healing? Nothing at the moment, he easily has the resource for it. Ooh, that was a big, painful Nova into the hippos. And yeah, there's a heal scroll. But now it's only 3 hippos. Where's the damage, really? The Dryads have to do the job. But they're never slowing the Frostworms. This Dryad micro is really not the greatest. I'm sorry to say. And the statues on the ground still pretty much
this
untouched.
kiting, stepping thing by Happy. He loses the Destroyer now, but he got like 6 or 7 hippogriffs in that kiting game. And this is unbelievably strong how Happy does it. There is Dryad poison now, but it's too late, I guess. Breath of Fire again, diminishing the HP a little bit, but that was the last one. And yeah, his Demon Hunter has to be staffed up. The expansion for Happy is running.
Uh-oh. Panda, is he in trouble? He really needs to use the Dryads to slow now. Can't let the Frostworm reach. And it seems like he won't. This is a big army for Foggy, though.
70 supply, indeed. Demon Hunter is back. Lots of hippos. He needs to get one worm out. I think then he has a very, very decent chance of taking this game and taking it to the 5th map.
Crazy. Seemed like this was done and dusted.
Yes. Heal scroll for Happy as well. Heal potion and anti-magic on Foggy's side.
A heal scroll for Foggy would also be really nice for all these hippos.
He's going for it now. He has the gold. 600, easily having the gold. But this Panda is like completely out of position. Ah, a little bait here.
Ooh, that's cool. Another Nova finds a kill or more or 2 more. But Foggy can reproduce so easily. Has he realized about this expansion yet, though?
I don't think so. He's getting more and more stuff, he retreats. He cannot retreat. Can't allow the undead to mine that much. Quick check. 1,000 gold on the mains. $64 supply versus 68. The Demon Hunter is no big threat. The Panda will become one very soon when he's level 5, but that takes some time. No boulder tosses at all. And the worms are back to full health. This is Happy's time now.
Alright, the Hippo is looking for the flank again. I really like how he doesn't send them in from the predictable path. Always having them somewhere else. Starting to eat some ghouls here for Nova, and there we see the Nova along with a coil and a web. 3 kills easy, one after another. Second wind should have perhaps been chosen again, but he was under so much pressure this game. He's also low on lumber. Not too easy to do all of that.
Here we go. This seems to be the big fight for maybe the tournament or map 5. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire. Hippos not coming in yet, but I think they will soon-ish. Abomination now as well to block a little more up front. The Lich takes some damage, has no potion whatsoever. And Happy's getting more and more fiends, making hippos a lot harder to play. Because this happens.
I don't know about his darting in and out. He should commit with the hippos, otherwise they're useless. As we can see here, web after web after web. Only 2 of them are active at the moment. And they get focused out pretty damn quickly. But the Panda's coming forward. He has big damage if he had mana! But he has no mana! The bears on the ground are still pretty strong, but once the Frostworms come back to deal with them, this is going to turn around the other way. I think Foggy needs to get out of here quickly. He tries to surround the DK in the north, but doesn't get that well.
Swapped over the boots, by the way, to the Demon Hunter quite some time ago. He steals... He wanted to steal something, but he didn't go for anything. He has a lot of gold, speaking of which. Happy at 77 supply all of a sudden. And this is now the other way around. Worms are finally doing their job again. And that is damage. So many stutter steps have been done. You never want to overcommit, never want to be too aggressive.
Wind in the main for a second.
Oh,
6 hippos in queue.
Maybe it would be a nice idea to invest into a second engine of wind, but come on. Bear down. He's bleeding him dry currently. And the main gold mines are empty.
I think he should realize hippos don't work, man. He can't get to critical mass anymore. Go for dryads instead. This is not an impossible dryad map.
I think you have to go. You need to be more okay, he lost so many that, yeah, it's really hard to get to that critical mass. It takes a lot of time. And what better time for Happy than to creep the red spot and expand his experience advantage even further.
It's a DK5, by the way. Not yet.
There is a scoreboard in the upper right.
Panda, by the way, he is close to 5. There will be a lot of additional damage.
Tinker level 3. Double mana potion on the Death Knight. He really wants to end this now, but Foggy is backstabbing him here. The Granite Golem is working in favor of him. Fiend is dead. Get some more experience. Drunken Haze, where is it? Where's the Breath of Fire? There we go. Acolytes will melt against this, but the worms are still alive, and that's the most important thing. Bears all over the place here. First one falls, second one falls against, yeah, the Acolytes around, but nice staff out here. It's not so easy to micro the worms here, as no forest is close by.
Jesus Christ, this fight is all over the place, man. Yeah. There's no front line at all. Everything is all over the place, and I think Foggy is taking the big losses here, behind by almost... by more than 10 supply.
Yeah, but 2 worms are about to fall. Level 5 on the decay. Does it give him another coil? Yes, it does. Oh, the coil was too late. He loses that worm. 1 out of 3 is gone.
Panda at level 5, but he has no TP, no invul. He's low HP, but he gets away.
He's still a big advantage, picking up more and more hippogriffs. The anti-air is so weak now. And it's time to kill the Expo. Is it finally time to kill the Expo? He tried once before with a very, very decisive push that threw him back in the end. But this seems to be his time now. Foggy has one more chance to defend this or go for the counter aggression, but I think he has to defend. But it's too late.
Too late.
Do or die now. Do or 100 bucks and the 27th Gera Cup win for Happy. And it's looking very, very, very grim for the Ukrainian.
Panda has to do it. He's level 5. Can he deal the damage? Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, good damage. But is it good enough? Hippos again being focused out quickly. Destroyer's gone as well. Level 4 for the Demon Hunter in the front lines. Has nothing to keep himself alive with. Going for the Lich. For once now he's going for the hero kill. There is one coil though. Is he going to use it? No, there's the burn. He might get the kill. He needs this kill. He needs this kill so bad, but he's so slow. The Frostworms, they're doing their job. This is a race of snails right now. And the Lich will get away.
Dryad is helping.
Oh, he has the invul as well. I don't think this is doable anymore. The Hail Mary player from Foggy is not gonna be answered. The prayer goes into nowhere, and the Demon Hunter goes into the grave. And that has to be it now. Still 65 supply against 24 GG. He calls it, and again, it's Happy who wins the Gera Cup.
Indeed, second time in a row, if I believe. Last time he played, or he won against Sonic. This time it's once again a Night Elf, but it's Happy winning over Foggy this time. 27 Gera Cup wins. That is a record, man. Unbelievable. 1/5 of the cups go to him, and he just started playing when there was episode, I don't know, 75 or something. I don't know when his first Gera Cup was. But it's unbelievable how many he wins. From the last 6 Gera Cups, he won 5. From the last 10 Gera Cups, he won 8.
Yeah,
that is unbelievable.
It's kind of ridiculous. Also, thanks to Focus not showing up so much recently. Focus has had a few weeks where he was really showing